Simon Cowell should be thanking God for politically correct parents, but employers definitely aren't. They're not happy. The me generation, this according to the Wall Street Journal, enters the workforce demanding high salaries, corner offices, promotions in the first few months, all while wanting to dress down and work less than 40 hours a week. Why? Because they feel entitled to the promotion. It needs to be handed to them. They are more concerned about what's in it for me than anything else. This is not their fault. This is our fault. It's what we taught them. They don't care what stupid grandma thinks about health care.
Yeah, 'cause we all know that kids hate their fucking grandmothers. Ha! Yeah. Fucking American youth. They're all atheists and they feel entitled to everything. And, you know, dude, Glenn Beck, you were young once, and I guarantee you there was some fucktard in his 40s or 50s that was like, you don't know jack shit, kid. And you believed that you did. You knew something. And I bet you still hold some of those beliefs to be true. So what exactly was your fucking point about, stupid old grandma? It's so fucking retarded that only your fans will believe it. I mean, the only people that believe your shit is like the less than 1% of the population that watches your show. That's it. The rest of us know it's bullshit.
America, I warn you, radicals will seize this opportunity. They always do. They always go for the young.
You mean like religious radicals, Glenn? You fucking moron. They go for the young? You mean like the parents that force their beliefs on their children? You know, I was raised by Christian conservatives, and they got me. They tricked me good up until I was like 16, 17, and then I started like realizing what the fuck was going on and thinking for myself and things like that, and not just saying, you know what, authority figures, whatever they say anytime is always right. You know, my parents convinced me that voting for Bush the first time, I didn't vote for him the second time, but the first time I voted for Bush, and they convinced me that that was like, you know, a good thing. And man, you know, good on them. They got one vote out of me. That's about all they'll ever get.
They go and they blame the problems of the world on old people. Don't trust anyone over 30. You aren't as smart. You aren't as smart, you see, as they are. They know. You don't.
Well, see, you're just being a smarmy, condescending asshole in return. You're claiming that kids think they know it all, while at the same time claiming to know it all. Just because you're, not a kid? That entitles you to knowing more than someone younger than you? You're a fucking idiot, and your arguments are retarded. Retarded, dude. I've seen 10-year-olds pwn the shit, 10-year-old atheists on YouTube pwn the shit out of fucking 20-something-year-old creationists. Does that mean that, you know, the creationist is right because it's a 10-year-old he's arguing with? No. It just means that your arguments are such bullshit that even someone much younger than you can fucking dissect them into pieces of shit like I do, dumbass.
Let me give you an example. Here's what Al Gore likes to say to middle and high school students when you aren't there, when he knows someone isn't rolling tape.
There are some things about our world that you know that older people don't know.
Like what? What?
Well, we don't know what, Glenn, you fucking idiot, because you trimmed up the fucking audio clip to just quote mine the one little bit. We don't know what he said before or after. You literally took the middle of a sentence where he was about to say something or said something beforehand and quote mine the shit out of it. I mean, about as obvious as can be. And then you yourself, after listening to it, are like what? Well, we don't know because you fucking quote mined it, you asshole.
Our schools encourage kids to take the pill without parental consent. You don't need to talk to your folks. Just talk to us.
It's called a right to privacy, dumbass. People won't talk to anyone if they don't have someone that they can talk to without going and tattletaling to their fucking parents. Do you understand? They don't feel they can talk to their parents, so they feel like they can't talk to anybody. And so the school gives them someone they can talk to. And you're like, fuck that. They shouldn't be able to talk to anybody. Either they, you know, talk to their parents who they don't want to because they feel they're going to be punished or you know, hated, or for whatever reason. Since they can't talk to them, they shouldn't be able to talk to anybody, and they should just go through it alone. Fuck you.
If you get pregnant, don't worry about it. Planned Parenthood will take you across the border. We'll do that. You don't want to be punished with a baby.
I've got two daughters, 9 years old and 6 years old. I'm going to teach them, first of all, about values and morals. But if they make a mistake, I don't want them punished with a baby.
Punished with a baby.
Quote, fucking mining. You see, he does it twice. He did it earlier for Al Gore, now he's going to do it for Obama. You guys want to hear what Obama was actually talking about? Where that quote mining was fucking taken from? Let me show you the first few seconds before and the last few seconds after what Glenn showed his audience.
Teaching children, you know, that sex is not something casual, but it should also include other, you know, information about contraception, because look, I've got two daughters, 9 years old and 6 years old. I'm going to teach them, first of all, about values and morals. But if they make a mistake, I don't want them punished with a baby. I don't want them punished with an STD at the age of 16. You know, so it doesn't make sense to not give them information. You still want to teach them the morals and the values to make good decisions.
So, of course, Glenn left out all the parts about the morals and the values and the making good decisions and the STDs and everything. He only goes for the punishing them with a baby thing, because and he wasn't even talking about a baby as punishment. He's saying if they make the mistake, if they're going to have sex, he wants them to know to use a condom so they don't end up with a baby. The sex may be a mistake for 15 or 16 young girls to make mistakes like that. It happens, and they might get pregnant, but they have a bigger chance of making the mistake and not getting pregnant if they use contraception. That was Obama's point. But we'll ignore all that and we'll just go for the Glenn Beck perspective, which is we're trying to convince you that we are raising a nation of youth killers that just want to kill babies. They want to literally get knocked up just so they can have an abortion, because that's how retarded conservatives and Fox News and Glenn Beck are.
How about punishing the baby? How about killing the baby? You don't have to worry. There are no ramifications. We'll just make that go away.
See, I'm not playing with you. I didn't lie to you. That's exactly what Glenn Beck is trying to do. He's trying to turn that little quote mine into he's like, don't worry about it. We'll just make the baby go away. No, we want to use contraception in the first place and not make the baby in the fucking first place. You fucking moron. But you won't allow that, will you? I mean, are you one of these people that's like, don't teach people how to fucking use a condom? Condoms are bad, and then they don't use condoms, and they are actually the ones that end up pregnant at 15-year-olds with kids, or the ones that feel like they don't have anyone to talk to? You know, they go get an abortion and without being informed about it or whatever. I mean, I'd rather a 15-year-old be informed about what an abortion is and the ramifications of it, and then make the choice from there. At least then they're not uninformed, which is what Glenn Beck wants everyone to be. The more uninformed you are, the more likely you are to be a Glenn Beck fucking fan.
Don't you see? Because we have tried to make life easier for our children, and we have personally bought into the lie that there is a free lunch, that you can have it all, that there is no right or wrong, it's just our own choices. We have destroyed ourselves and America if we don't stop now and face the hard truth and look for an exit strategy. We are about to destroy our children's future. It is not too late. We must stop teaching them that losers get trophies just like winners do.
We must not let the losers have health care or be helped at all from us. We are the elite. They are the shit. We get the trophies. They get squadoosh. Rock on conservatism.
When we as parents went into their schools and said, not my child, that's got to be somebody else's child. When we accepted their cheating or their stealing or their lying, and we gave them a reward instead of a punishment, we taught them that they are above everything, even all of the rules. They are above everyone. We have not taught them how to lose. We have not taught them to go without. We have not taught them compassion.
Ah, yes, going without, like Fox News has had to go without Obama paying any attention to you, right? And then you call it a war. And the compassion you've had for him, the first black president. Fuck you, Beck. Cocked puss out.